What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Macy again. We are finally getting round to do a review comparison against the Air Maxes. So we'll start from the Air Max 2013, go to the Air Max 2014, and then we'll finish off with the Flyknit Max. So this video has been a long time in the making, sort of thing, because I've been procrastinating a little bit, and they've finally released the Vault colorway, which was the colorway that I only wanted for the 2014s because they're not my favorite, but we will get to those. So the Air Max 2013, we'll start with those. So your colorway on this is Gamma Blue and Challenge Red. These were, I want to say, £130 from Foot Locker. I've had these for a minute. They did come with these blue laces, so disregard the red lace, they came with blue. Alright, so the 2013 Air Max. This Air Max was the first one since 2009 to have a new bubble, which was a big difference over the old 2009, 10, 11, 12 bubble. The outsole also was a new outsole. Every year they changed the outsole, but they kept the bubble for like 4 years, I think. So this was the new bubble that they came for in 2013, which is a really, as you'd expect, really soft cushioned bubble. The outsole was a new kind of outsole. It went back to the kind of waffle patterns, and you can see that they did have some flex grooves in there, so these parts are actually cut away to give you more of a flexible kind of forefoot, because that is the biggest problem with 360 Air Max bags, that they're not very flexible. So that was kind of improved for the 2013. Also, you did have Flywire, which kind of added to the lockdown. It kind of helps keep your foot in place, and it's a really good technology. It was inspired by a suspension bridge, and it kind of works exactly how you would imagine a suspension bridge to work. So when you pull on the laces, it's all joined to the bottom of the midsole. It kind of tightens, and then it kind of squeezes your foot into place. And that was a great addition to the 2013 Air Max, in my opinion. You did have a mesh upper, and then you had a bit of fuse overlay, which, in my opinion, it looks really good, this Air Max. The 3M swoosh. You did have Air Max branding all over the heel, which I wasn't particularly fond of. I do like this indentation of the Nike swoosh in the kind of harder plastic around your heel cup, and it does feature Nike Plus. So there's a quick look at the 2013. Oh, it also had a Fitsole 2. So then we'll move on to the Air Max 2014. There was a few changes in this iteration of Air Max compared to the 2013. So just looking at it, you can notice that there's no flywire. They took the flywire away, which was a big mistake in my opinion, because this one hasn't got the lockdown feel of this one. But it's not like your foot rolls around, it's just not as tightly held in as the 2013 Air Max. You do have a lot of tape over it, which is the biggest thing that put me off this. It just cheapens the look of it, in my opinion. I mean, the engineered mesh all the way around does add to the look of it. I just wish they could have kind of segmented the tape like they do on the 90 Luna, so it's just like a different, it kind of how they shade it with different sections of tape. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. The swoosh is 3M. It's kind of pushed back. It kind of I think it should be pushed forward, but it just looks a bit odd, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I do like the Air Max underneath the mesh, which is 3M also. And you have a excuse me, a smaller 3M swoosh on the medial, which I really do like the look of. It looks better than the big out of place one. The grip was also much better as well. It's thicker on the heel, which was a problem, and it's more flexible than the 2013. This is probably the best grip so far. You'll notice that there's no Nike Plus. They took the Nike Plus away, even though there's still the compartment for the Nike Plus chip. They've taken it away. I think they've moved away from Nike Plus now. I think that's kind of gone, because I believe Apple has got their own version of that system where, yeah, so I don't think Nike can use their Apple products, so that's, I think, the reason why they've moved away from Nike Plus, but I may be wrong. Okay, so it's got a what they call a neutral ride insole. It's exactly the same as the Fitsole 2, the same material, the same density, the same everything. It's just printed a different name, no idea why, but I think they've moved away from the numbered Fitsoles, because they had 1, 2, 3, 4, as I've explained before, which was quite confusing, and Nike didn't kind of live up to the expectations of which shoe should have had which insole, so they've disbanded it and they've just gone with this neutral ride, I believe they're calling it. Alright, so a really small feature which I really like, they use the oblong kind of holes for the laces, which it kind of doesn't buckle your laces. That is such a small thing, but I am such a perfectionist that I notice these kind of things. The kind of lace holder is kind of off center, like when you wear them, it's like pointed to the side, which is really strange. I do like the tongue. It's got like a rubber detail on the top of the tongue, and it's kind of a bigger, more padded tongue, as opposed to the thin tongue of the 2013, which I believe had a small amount of memory foam in. But yeah, that's just a visual kind of thing. It has got a nicer piece of padding around the heel collar as opposed to the 2013. So there are a couple of benefits over this, but in my opinion this was a step backwards. I mean, they took away Flywire and they took away Nike Plus, and I think personally, visually, I prefer the look of the 2013. The only thing I didn't like about the 2013 was the big Air Max branding on the heel, and the way that it was always black on the back of the heel. That's just a minor, and that's how bad I am at being a perfectionist. But I preferred the look of this one, and actually the feel of it. The only thing that feels better on this one is the flexibility of the bubble and the forefront. So yeah, I think the upper was more comfortable on this one because it held your foot into place more, but this one has just got a more flexible bubble. Okay, so that leads us into what is now the top of the range Air Max, which is the Air Max Flyknit, which is just absolutely amazing. This really should have been the Air Max 2014, and that shouldn't have been anything. That shouldn't have been. This should have been the 2014. This has got Flywire, and there's still no Nike Plus. I believe they've disbanded Nike Plus, so I don't think we'll see that ever again. Pricing was £130 for the 2013s. The 2014s stayed at £130. These are an unbelievably eye-watering £180, which is just ridiculous. It's just way too expensive for an Air Max. It's way too expensive for any trainer, in my opinion. I got them for Flyknit Air Max. I got them for £125 in the 30% off VIP Foot Locker sale. I got the 2014s for £90. So yeah, £90 for these. I wasn't really hurt by that. 100 and what did I say, £25 is the max I would spend on a Flyknit Max, no pun intended. But these are amazing, and this is by far the best Air Max they've ever made. It's simply a fact in my opinion. A fact in my opinion. I love the sole, how it's clear, and the graduation of the colour. I think it's beautiful, and the intricacy of the Flyknit is just amazing. I mean, they use like 3 colours or 3 shades of the one colour, so you've got like different shades of the light blue, which just add to the intricacy of it, and then you have 3 different shades of purple. These just are an amazing technology. I mean, the way Flyknit is made is just amazing to me. Just to have all these intricate little details, it's just beautiful, and it's really comfortable as well. The upper, it's just so breathable, it's so lightweight. This is the lightest Air Max that they've ever made, and with the 2014 bubble and outsole, it's the most flexible also. So this is by far the best Air Max that you can get. And then in my opinion, I think the 2013 comes second, and the 2014 unfortunately is third. I don't see any reason to get a 2014 over the 13. I mean, visually I don't think it looks as good. It's just this tape to me that makes it look cheap. I do quite like some of the engineered mesh and the layers underneath on other pairs where they've got the 2-tone bubbles. They have 2-tone kind of colours underneath the mesh, which does look quite nice. But the thing is, with some of these 2-tone bubbles, they kind of come out like this. This is a 2013 Air Max. This was the last 2013 Air Max they made, and this was the first 2-tone bubble that they came out with, and it looks like that. I mean, it looks really cheap. It doesn't look glued on properly, and that's what I will say about some of the 2014s with the dual colour bubbles. They can look like that. I mean, that's nothing major, but I am a perfectionist, and that stuff kind of puts me off. But that's just a personal gripe. Alright, so we're hitting 13 minutes. This is probably my longest video ever, but look at the colour of that. That is just amazing, just beautiful. Love it. So what do you think? Do you agree with me that the 2013 is better than the 2014, and the Flyknit should have been the 2014? Let me know in the comments, and please rate, comment and subscribe as always. I've been your boy Macy. Hopefully you'll rate, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Peace out.